Very quickly on student loans, there has been some Republican criticism from people like Senator Bill Cassidy, Congresswoman Virginia Fox, specifically saying that the president is pandering in this election year, trying to buy votes with these kinds of moves on student loans. There have been other lawmakers who've echoed something similar, saying it's not fair for Americans who didn't go to college to have to pay for those who racked up too much debt. What is the White House response to that?
No, we've heard that rhetoric many times before. That's nothing new, what you laid out to me. Look, the president made a promise that he would do everything that he can to take action to give American families a little bit of a breathing room. And that's related to student debt as well. And you heard at the top when I said, I laid out that, folks should not have to be crushed by student debt to be able to start a family, to be able to buy a home, right? And so this is what we've seen over the past several decades, and the president has been very clear he's going to do everything that he can.
What is the administration's response to the 14 House Democrats who voted with Republicans the other day to denounce the, quote, open borders policies of the Biden administration?
What do you mean? What's our comments on what?
A response to 14 Democrats in the House believing that the president has open border policies.
Look, we've been very clear. We want to deal with what's going on at the border. That's why we're having these conversations. The president understands. He put the border security, right? That's part of the supplemental. His request on funding for border security was part of that national security ask, that emergency ask. So we believe we need to do more. The president understands we need to do more. And we see Republicans and Democrats in Senate want to do more.
Is it still the position of the administration that the border is secure?
Our position is that we need to do more at the border. We have to do more at the border. That's why these negotiations are currently happening. That's our position.
And is it the position of the administration that the efforts to impeach Secretary Mayorkas are unconstitutional?
What we believe is that what House Republicans are doing is playing political games. That's what we believe. And they're not doing their jobs, the jobs that the American people want them to be doing. And so it is shameful. That's what we believe. It is shameful.
Can you just tell me a bit more about what the president meant yesterday when he was asked by my colleague whether the strikes in Yemen are stopping the Houthis, and the president said no?
I think, if you just look at what happened yesterday, it's pretty self-evident. They continue to have offensive capability, and they continue to be willing to use it. We also have plenty of defensive capability available to us, and we continue to use it as well.
Yeah, thank you. Well, regarding the House, and a version of this question was asked, I think, during the Air Force One gaggle yesterday, but with Speaker Johnson saying he's communicating regularly with former President Trump on border negotiations, does the White House believe that Speaker Johnson is, in fact, negotiating in good faith toward an agreement on the border?
Look, I'm going to let Speaker Johnson speak for himself. What I can say is that right now we are in active negotiations with members in the Senate, and it is in good faith.
Do you think Speaker Johnson actually wants a border agreement?
That's for him to speak to. I'm not going to speak from here.